Don't get stuck. We sold our house in a big city, moved out to the lake. I'll never move back to the city again. Oh, 100%. Who wants to live in a city when you have a beautiful, acreage in the land and you have maybe some water and beautiful view, nice and relaxing? Who cares about the city anymore? My blood pressure is very high at the dog, but kinda low at home. Should I be on meds? No, you should be checking your blood pressure for 3 consecutive days, 3 times a day, and do the proper comparison. Don't just check it once and assume you have to go on medication. Ace. Duke, you stuck? Hold on, let me take out the leash. Hold on, bud. I gotta cut that one here. Here we go. Play. Lagging? Yeah, it's lagging just because I am a little bit further away than the internet, probably. Hopefully I'll lose the connection. There you go. I don't know if it's better right now or not. Hopefully it's good. What do you go for internet out there? What do you do? So what happened is I got kind of lucky. Because see that mountain? I know you can't see it right now because it is foggy and blocked. So on top of that mountain, they actually installed a tower, local company, because there's a camping site about 20 minutes away, 15 minutes from here. So they wanted to give these guys some internet connection whenever they're out here camping in the summertime. And they actually start offering internet to this location because I'm in direct site. So I get like really, really good connection direct. So which is good. Hey Brities, how are you? I haven't gone to town yet, so hopefully when I get to town I can check and hopefully the gift arrives so I can share it with everyone online. My blood tests are always good, but my blood pressure is high at the doc, but normal at home. What should I do? Your blood does not predict your blood pressure. Blood pressure is just predicted by the way you test it, but there's specific blood work you can get to see whether you have soft plaque issue or not. So excited for you to use it. You will have ice for over a day. Oh wow, I'm looking forward to it, Brities. And thank you so much. And yeah, I'm gonna go to town probably, hopefully later today, and we can definitely check it out. No excuses for bad video now. What's going on? What do you mean bad video? It's not. Is it lagging on your end or what's going on, Blaine? How you been? I haven't seen you for a couple days or so, or a week now. It's always high at the doc office by normal home. It's always high at the doctor's office because they're not testing it correctly. And technically, you should actually sit in a relaxation environment for at least 5 minutes. Some nice, good regular breathing. Then you can check your blood pressure. Someone took down my burdock plants. Is the best part in roots or leaves? The root and leaves, you can actually use both of them. So if you have the roots still left, you can actually dry them up. You're good now, not lagging. Okay, that's good. Hi, how is the puppy? Well, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see him. I know it's probably the sun is the opposite, but he's actually in the water. Can you guys see him? If I go up a little bit closer, I might lose signal. That's crazy, because burdock is really good. It's gonna give you whatever minerals, missing minerals. Duke, come and say hi to the people. There you go, now we can see you better. You're having too much fun, aren't you? You've been wanting to go in the water all day. Okay, go. You're lucky the sun came out because it was raining. Just a joke, brother. Hey, don't get me wet, don't get me wet. Go play, go play. Blaine, we couldn't stand the quiet house and got a pit boxer beagle mix Saturday. She's 4 months old, smart and very calm. That's awesome. Congratulations. Sorry, Blaine, I got cut off. Can you still hear me? Congratulations on getting a new pup. Is he healthy? I saw. Oh yeah, he's healthy. I'll have to fix that because I was just changing some things. He's doing good. He's healthy boy. He's playing in the water right now. Hey Rogue, how are you? Blaine, what did you call your what name did you give? Marcy has only had one accident in the house since we brought her home. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. She'll keep you guys quite busy and happy. That's good. I'm glad you got a new dog, Blaine. Marcy is a sweet name. Duke, relax, bud. He's having too much fun. Way too much fun today. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so it cleared up a bit, but you guys can see it's still quite foggy from the smoke. But what can we do? Guys, whoever sending me some comments that is being blocked. Let's take a little walk inside my greenhouse. Look how everything is growing like rapidly, but there's nothing been given out. She looks like a very light brindle color boxer. Oh, that's awesome. That's very light. Nice. Definitely gotta send me some pictures, Blaine. Oh, my arugula, I gotta take these off. I left them on so I get more bees coming in, but as you can see, all my oreganos are grown. These Jerusalem artichoke are grown. Everything's grown nicely. They just haven't really produced anything. These carrots, what address? Oh, send it to my email address, Blaine. Is it I think if you go to my main profile, you can actually see it there. There's all my cucumbers are growing, zucchinis. So far so good. So far so good. The day's been okay, not bad. These are my watermelons. There's 3 of them, 4 of them left. So hopefully they'll actually grow good. We got some rosemary. There's a little zucchini. They're so freaking tiny. They're probably not gonna last. And no cucumbers yet. Everything's green, but nothing is actually coming out yet. There's a lot of cucumbers. They're still freaking tiny. I started blood pressure medication because hypertension this morning. It was 101/65. Should I still take meds? Well, the only reason it probably dropped to 101/65 is probably because of the medication. But you know, you're almost taking medication blindly without doing further testing. It's the testing that you need to kind of do properly, so you see whether you need medications or not. I gotta fix the cucumbers. They're like all over the place. Maybe you need to grow lamps. Probably. I think this summer hasn't been that great. It hasn't been that great at all. So I think something is off. But all my sweet potatoes are growing. These are like they're different. These are Japanese sweet potatoes. And now when there's just a regular sweet potatoes. But a lot of this stuff is growing slowly. Hey, Duke, you're done playing? Are you gonna sit and relax? What are you gonna do? What do you wanna do? You tell me. You have an hour to spend. There you go. We can see you. We can see you, my friend. Maybe you need to make copper antennas near the plants. I tried doing that last year. Maybe I should do it again. I have only one little copper pipe. I tried to get some pre-made already and they got stopped at customs for some reason. It was kind of funny. Go and play more, daddy. Yeah, no kidding. Don't dig. You're gonna get yourself full of mud now. I already had to mop twice this morning because of all that mud. What am I gonna do with you, Duke? Okay, have fun, dig. Stuff. I have to get a awning for my deck, so this way at least he sits on the deck when it's raining till I dry the inside. Hi Maurice, can I take magnesium taurate and magnesium citrate together? Well, taurate is usually for your blood pressure, which is fine. Magnesium citrate is mostly for your gut, so it should be fine. They should not conflict, bro. Did you find anything, Duke? What are you looking for? Gold? Or are you just gonna loosen the dirt for me? Nice. Okay. Okay, we're digging more. Okay, that's good. That's good. Who's gonna clean you up now? Duke, who's gonna clean you up now? I'm gonna keep you outside. You're staying outside today. Let me know if you find anything. He is looking for gold. Maybe he'll find me some and I can just retire. What do you think, Duke? Find me some, bud. Or maybe a little rabbit. Or truffles. There's a lot of truffles around here. What? You're full of dirt. You gonna shower tonight? Or you're just exhausting yourself? Duke, I need to retire, bud, so find me some gold. There's probably lots around here. Do you wanna go inside? You're done playing? You wanna go inside? Let's go inside, go. Come on. Come, let's go. Wanna go back inside? Come. What? You tell me what you wanna do. You have an hour. You tell me what you wanna do. What do you wanna do? You wanna play in the water? You wanna come inside while I talk to everyone? You tell me. What do you wanna do? Anyone here? Do you see anybody? What do you see? Do you see anything? You want to come in? Okay, go. Go, come on. Okay, stop right there so I can take the leash out. Come here. We're full of mud. Mud and water. Back up for a minute. Yeah, there you go. Wait. Go see who's here. Go. Go. Let me lock the gate. Don't go inside the house. Oh, he'll sleep good. He needs this. He needs the exercise like 3 times a day for him to sleep good. Trust me, he has a lot of energy. When his friend came over, Nova, they were playing. They played for an hour, and she was out for 3 hours sleeping, and he keeps bugging her to go play some more. So trust me, he has a lot of energy that he needs to waste. I'm finding fasting is giving me a headache. Anything I can do to stop this? Yes, lack of electrolytes. That's the only reason you're getting headaches. You're not fulfilling correctly. Sends picture, thanks. Perfect, Blaine. Awesome. Looking forward to checking out the email and the pictures. Let's follow Duke. Oh, you got the metal roof. Smart thinking. Yeah, I got the metal roof going. Everything. I do. I'm not gonna finish the sidings here yet. till I decide what I'm gonna do. But the deck was kind of giving me a hard time because I can't. I was gonna actually cover the deck with the roofing, but I can't because when I did the posts are like, as you can see, they're just held. They're not actually in the ground. So I'm just gonna have like a small railing, but this is gonna be another deck here. I don't know if I'm gonna build it this year or not. Are you going to paint the roof blue? The roof is already blue, actually. The roof is already blue. And it's funny, when I ordered the roof last year, when I put it up, they actually it's funny. They actually increased the price of the roofing when you actually choose a blue color. So it's kind of interesting. So the price is almost about 65 cents per square, something they call it. So as you can see, it is blue. You actually pay a little bit more money. So I got the same color as my car, blue. Would Celtic salt prevent this? Celtic salt does help, but it doesn't have enough magnesium, Deborah. So you might have to take it a few times through the day, which is fine, because the magnesium in it is not as high. Looks dew proof. Yeah, it's not bad. It gave me a hard time. Like, I think the roof was the toughest to actually put up and everything. I still have to fix it, and I still have to do the wood stove. I haven't had a chance to finish the wood stove because the place I was supposed to go pick up the wood stove pipes and stuff, that's the place that has been evacuated recently because of the fire. So I can't really go there now till like probably end of August, I think. So I'll have to wait. Could you do a lightweight fiberglass panels over the deck? The type some metal building used for light coming through. That's what I was thinking of doing, but the problem is it's almost like a fiberglass, like you said, fiberglass panel. But the problem is the snow weight on them, I think, could actually probably break them because we got about 6 feet of snow. Unless I do the angle, like a very low drop of an angle. And I think maybe that would work. So these posts, I'll have to actually maybe change them from being like a 30 inches in height and maybe make them like maybe double, like 60 inches in height, and do the plastic fiberglass roof. At least this way, you know, I can sit there and it's still like easy to still have a nice view. It's just, you know, you ask so many builders here and stuff for some ideas. Nobody gives you great ideas. They tell you, well, the deck can't hold it because it's not really been set up in the ground. But maybe I should look into that if it's not too expensive. And just kind of expand it from the current roof down to the posts and have the posts about, you know, 60 inches in height or maybe like 5 feet in height. So an average person can walk up to 6 feet. Yikes, can you add more extension down to the ground? I don't know if I could, because what happened is I couldn't dig in the ground when I put the post because it's like on a slight slope. But maybe I could. 6 feet. Yikes, can you add post extension? That's why I was gonna do it on the other side, but this side is very important because we end up spending most of the time on that side. Magnesium has been helping me a lot with tachycardia. Thanks, man. Fewer episodes, perfect. Yeah, the more your body starts to get saturated, the less episodes, and eventually once your body is saturated correctly, pretty much you should start to have like 0 episodes. So this is what I have in the bottom. So this is how that deck is held. So it's held on these blocks, concrete blocks. So I wish I had the post coming from the ground up. And if I need to dig on this side, there's a slope here, so it's going to be quite tight because you can see the slope just drops there. Unless I can put one up here against that all the way up, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. What are you building? I just joined. Oh, this is for the deck. I'm trying to see if I can strengthen it or do something to it so I can have like an extension roof on it. because the other deck that's gonna be is gonna be listed here. I'm gonna actually dig in the ground. I am gonna put some 6x6 posts, because this section here I'm gonna turn it into my gym. Would concrete patio pavers be sufficient as a base for posts dropping down? Um, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure, Blaine. Like, I can maybe get some of these in, but the problem is if I can put a 4x4 on these extended out, I don't know if they be sufficient enough, or they move or not. So I'll have to figure out a way, unless you have to dig, because it's very, very tough to dig in this ground by hand. It's kind of tough. Working out today, chest, back, shoulders. Today is my chest day. I probably won't work out till late in the evening. It's only 11:30 right now. It's quite early. I like to work out in the evening. You put on more muscle mass in the evening than during the daytime. During the daytime, your training is gonna end up being focused more on a weight loss level. Anything else you can recommend other than Celtic salt to stop the headaches? You can drink some coffee. That will get rid of the headache right away. But anything that has trace minerals, if you have a lot of trace minerals, would work. Other users' comments not visible to everyone in chat. I didn't know that. Other user comments not visible to everyone in chat. How come? It should be. Unless some comments are being blocked. Can you guys see each other's comments? You should be able to. Dude, get out of there. We're gonna burn all this wood, but we can't yet. We have fire ban in the area now. So I can't even burn any of that stuff. Can't see some as well. Oh, because some are probably, they're being blocked, guys. It's not something that I can control. Baja Gold salt is good. Much more minerals content than Celtic, 100%, yes. Just probably a little bit more expensive. Yes, I do have some comments coming from YouTube and some comments coming from TikTok. I would love to have another phone, so this way I can have maybe Instagram running same time would be good. Aren't you live on YouTube as well? I am, Janelle, yes. Maybe sister on some boards on the floor joist to create a strong cantilever floor. Blaine, you're giving me some words that I'm not very familiar with, because I never really done building before. This is my first time. So I'll have to actually capture the screen with the stuff you wrote. And this way, I can look it up after. Oops, reconnecting. Okay, I took a picture and it says reconnecting. Duke needs a friend, Kangol. I don't know about Kangol. I like the what do you call it? The Malinois. They're very similar to German Shepherd, but they're a lot more hyper as well too. How can I treat a little sound in the ear? It's mostly from the brain. So I'm gonna look into that. So some boards on the floor joist to create a strong cantilever floor. I think that should work. The only reason the only reason I did this floor like that, because one of my old neighbor that was living here, but he lives in a different area now. He said that, if you put these this way in case the deck shifts from too much snow, at least it's not attached to the house. But I should have done it the other way around. I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have dug in the ground 3 nice big posts and kind of got them all done. Now for me to redo this whole thing, it's gonna be a pain to actually redo the whole thing. Whistling sound in the ears, that actually goes under the issue of tinnitus. Tinnitus usually is caused by too much sugar in the diet and a lot of oxalates in the diet. Duke, find the ball, we can play. Hey Marie, how are you? Duke, find the ball. Sister, basically double each floor joist. The double floor joist could create stronger floor hanging out over the post base. So if I'm putting the 4x4 on this on the edge, so I should actually put something here because I have it that far off. It's roughly about 3 foot away. So this is where my concrete is. So I should put another concrete block here, right under the post. Is that what you mean, Blaine? And actually go from here. right? Instead of putting it on that side, unless I actually start from that one and put the post on here in the center and leave that 3-foot empty gap with nothing. So if I kind of start from that one, double that one up, come out from here, maybe. The post can be mounted on a sliding rack mount. I have no idea. Duke, what do you think? These guys are a cantilever would have open space on the outside of the deck. What is a cantilever? Cantilever. But I have to look into that. I haven't. So if I can make this stronger and I at least put like some kind of, this would be like amazing if I can get it done, and I think would be worth it to actually, so I can remove these short posts and do it correctly then. Or maybe have like a slight balcony on that side. Is CBC test good for iron? Are you floor joist 2x6 or what? They are 4x4. So these are all 4x4. And they're actually held by this. So this way I can actually lever it up and down so I can kind of adjust it based on the shifting of the ground. Have yourself a fantastic day, everyone. See you later, Maurice and Duke. Cheers, Pauline. Have a good day. Have a nice evening. Duke, did you find the ball? If you want to play? So these are 4x4. They're held on this 4x4 bracket, and they're holding this 2x10, two of them. And they're actually holding the deck. And the deck is actually held against the house there, just sitting on these posts. Come, Duke, let's look at this beautiful view we have. It's very cloudy today. Not the vertical post, the horizontal boards, the decking is nailed on. Yeah, they are 2x6s. Yeah, they are 2x6. So you're talking about these. So yeah, these are all 2x6. They're roughly about 12 inches apart. Duke, where are you? Where are you, my friend? I don't see you. Come up. Gotta build the stairs. We haven't got a stairs going yet. Guys, if you can share the live would be great. Get a couple likes. I know I've been banned for the last couple days, back and forth. So a lot of people aren't being invited or getting the notification. Instead of concrete blocks, can you make continuous rail rack for mounting with a bracket for post? No, I'll have to check into that, Jazz. What is the temperature there? The temperature is about 20 degrees, but it's been raining. It is a beautiful view, especially when the sun comes out between the mountains. Sometimes it does bright, but as you guys can see, the mountains are a little bit covered with smoke still because of the fires. You can smell it slightly, not as bad as the other 2 days. Hopefully it clears up. Hi Mo, what are you up to today? We just came outside actually. It's been raining most of the time. I wanted to go check the kayak, but I can't today. It's very, very smoky in the mountains. I got actually one of that big hole. I end up using styrofoam, spray foam to actually close it off. Are fires out or still smoldering? They're still going. The closest one is about 22 kilometers away from here. Yesterday they had helicopters going back and forth, but I'm not sure how it's like today. But you can smell it because it's been very, very tough to sleep at night. And if it continues like that, I was actually gonna take a week off and go down to the city, visit the family, pick up some stuff, and come back. But we'll see how it goes tomorrow. It's supposed to be like a bright and sunny. back up in the upper 30s again, but I don't know if we're gonna get that weather again anymore, or it's gonna we're gonna have more fires. So we'll see how that goes. Duke, you're blocking the view, my friend. Duke, you're blocking the view. You're blocking the view. You don't care? He doesn't care. Let's go up. It's like a house on rails. Here, let's sit down. Let's sit down, sit down. I'm not gonna go inside because I know you're gonna go inside and make a mess with your mud. Duke is fantastic, a companion for you in that wilderness. Oh, I need Duke. Seriously, if Duke was not here, I'd be freaking bored and I didn't know what to do and frustrating. So I take it out on him. He's a good boy. Duke, come here. Come and get some love. Come here, come here, come here. Yeah, I know. I know you like that. I know. Is that what you want? Some love? Have a seat. Sit beside me. Yeah, you can sit here. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I know you're full of mud. It's okay. Yeah, wipe it on me. Wipe it on me. Yeah, yeah. Does that make you feel good? When the house is on rails, you can simply pick it up and truck it out to your new hiding spot. I wish I can do that. I wish. I have no clue what he's focused on. I know he's sometimes when he hears the squirrels and stuff, he just does not like them. He just keeps staring them till they actually go away. Or unless he's sensing something's going on. Right, Duke? What do you see? What do you see? Anything? Yesterday when was it? Yesterday or the day before? It was roughly about 3 a.m. in the morning. We had a coyote visit us, but I didn't let Duke go outside. But you can hear them. You can hear them going at it for like a good 10 minutes. It was too early in the morning to go after them because I know Duke will actually jump the fence and he wants to go after them. So we never really went outside. I kept him inside. So every time I'm sitting up here, he comes out and says, so this is nice to actually, if I can fix these posts, Blaine, like you said, and I can at least like have a fiberglass, and I think if the pitch is very steep, then it won't hold any snow at all, which is I think that would be like really nice to actually have, and maybe I can just connect it to the extension of this roof. I can just connect it to their extension here and just drop it. I think that would be awesome. Because this way, if it has enough drop, I think the snow will just kind of keeps falling off. It would be perfect. Instead of buying a stupid awning. Can 82-year-old who just had a triple bypass and valve replaced stop statin blood thinners going forward? If you stop them, the reason you're taking them is to actually prevent any inflammation or stress on the arterial system. So yes, you can stop the medication, Darlene, but you have to actually take certain supplementation for life to actually allowing your blood to kind of stay flowing correctly and allow your arterial system to stay flexible. Now, statins does not prevent a heart attack, all it does is just reduces your cholesterol, but it's not the cholesterol that we have to go after. We have to go after why is the arterial system being stiff. So there's a lot more to it than just cholesterol and blood thinners, but I can definitely guide you through that. Sorry, I left out the R in Marcy in the email. No worries. I'll look forward for the pictures and I'll definitely respond, Blaine. I'm looking forward to check them out as soon as I'm done my live chat here. Instead take cayenne pepper, 80,000 heat units. You have to take at least anywhere between 90,000 to 120,000 heat units with cayenne for it to actually work as effective. But the problem, keep in mind, not everybody reacts good on cayenne. The problem is with cayenne, it does fall under the nightshade family, and it could cause a joint problem. And beetroot, in order to get 500 milligrams of nitrate, you have to consume 300 grams of beets to get that much nitrate to convert into nitric oxide. Because if you're just gonna have one single beet, that's not gonna do you any good. You have to eat at least 300 grams. Resistant blood pressure, how to naturally heal aldosterone issue. So you're talking about your adrenal glands. Can that gout or joint issue be solved with a buffer? Well, the gout is usually is kind of it's a uric acid issue, and a uric acid issue is mostly activated by too much fructose in the body. It's not so much meat and purines. It's mostly the fructose that is putting a lot of stress on the system. But the only option that would actually help get rid of the pain or the inflammation when it comes down to joints is mostly gonna be magnesium more than anything. So you have to use magnesium internally and you have to use magnesium externally. Hey, good afternoon. I like use magnesium carbonate. Magnesium carbonate is good as well because it does have that fizzy feeling of it, and it's really good for the gut because it does increase the fluids as well, which is pretty amazing. Just kind of check what it's made from because some of them could be magnesium citrate, and make sure the citric acid that they actually have with it is not synthetic citric acid, because that's where the issue we run into again. Because now it's becoming more of a man-made. Darlene, cheers to the glasses. Thank you. Goal achieved. Cheers to that. What to take for adrenals? Well, adrenals is mostly kind of, we end up getting adrenal fatigue. It's mostly because of your cortisol levels is out of whack. The question is, why is your cortisol level out of whack? So it's not like, we're going after symptom and after symptom. You have to fix the root cause. The root cause is going to always start with the food you're consuming, the way you sleep, the way you work, the way you sit, the way you move. All these things will actually affect the system. I just sat through an hour lecture about buffering niacin and why. Oh, that's interesting. What are you buffering it with? TMG and stuff? Is that what you mean? Cortisol tested normal, but have anxiety a lot. So if cortisol tested normal, the anxiety a lot, that means you're still depleted. You're depleted in folate, methylcobalamin, depleted in TMG, depleted in L-theanine. There's so many things you're depleted. Now I have to check my liver because I never buffered low liver fatty. Well, with the fatty liver disease, like the most important nutrient is going to be your milk thistle and NAC and alpha lipoic acid. See, Duke knows. Ask Duke. He knows. He knows it all. Right, bud? You played good? You're relaxing? Okay, you can relax. No worries. Yeah, you can relax. It's okay. You want some more love? Okay. Okay. There we go. There you go. Does that feel good? I gotta dry you up from all that mud. You know that? Let's enjoy this view. You know what that view requires, Duke? I'm trying to cut down on coffee. I only had 1 cup today. Duke, you know what would be good? Should we have some coffee? My friend just lost a German Shepherd due to bloat. What do you mean bloat? Like the dog got bloated from the food, or? Can you please explain that, Darlene? Looks like another smoky day. Yeah, it was raining yesterday and this morning. It's quite cloudy today, actually. More than smoky, but still the mountain is quite covered. You can't really see it. Still quite a bit of smoke, which is kind of sucks. What helps fatty liver disease? Fatty liver disease, you have alpha lipoic acid. Make sure you get the R form. You have an acetyl L-cysteine such as NAC. You have milk thistle. All that stuff will actually help with the fatty liver disease. You have berberine to make you more insulin sensitive. Um, so all these things will definitely help, guys. You just have to be able to kind of stick to it, consistent. Don't know what caused the bloat, but it happens in large, deep chest breeds, develops fast. Oh, that's interesting. Bloat. I gotta look into that. Because usually when I feed Duke, well, anytime you feed any type of pet, you should never really give them attention for at least 30 minutes. And if they're trying to play or anything like that, you have to kind of keep them away from you because, all the food kind of sits so close to their chest. And if they actually jump by mistake, they can actually do a flip inside their gut, I heard, and they can actually get killed from it. Nice big deck, sit and have coffee there while enjoying the view. 100%. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. And started next year when I do my retreat, guys, it's gonna be really good for everyone to come out here. Niacin can increase levels of serum aminotransferase, which indicates liver damage. Only if you're exceeding a specific level of milligrams, Jazz. Bloat won't happen to Duke. He has the best human taking care of him. I'm trying. I don't want him to get sick. I don't want him to actually, or nothing. He's my little kid. I gotta look after him. What causes palpitation? How to stop it? Go read my book on and download it. There is going to be valuable information on heart arrhythmia, and will actually teach you how to fix palpitation and why it happens. How much black coffee is okay to drink a day? I don't know. I take 3 espresso shots a day. Yeah, I was exceeding 3 to 5 grams daily for years. Wow, that's not good, Jazz. Why are you taking so much? You don't need that much unless you have the LP small a genetic, but that's a different story. And there's a specific way of taking the niacin. That's a lot of niacin. I take about 2 grams a day for specific reasons. Duke, you want some coffee? You want some coffee? Or you want to make some coffee? I don't feel like having coffee. Maybe we can do a mushroom. You want to do a mushroom drink? Duke, you want to do a mushroom drink? We forgot to fill up water. We're almost out of water. We have to go up to the creek and fill up water. I'll have to fill up some water, guys, maybe later. So we can get some fresh creek water. I love the mushroom coffee. That's awesome. Okay, you want to go have some mushroom coffee? Are you still wet? Let me see. Oh, look at that. You're full of mud. You're full of mud, Duke. And I know the moment we're gonna go in, guess what? He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump on the bed and try to clean himself up. How can? Who's in gate? Who's in the gate? Bark at him. Yeah, scare him. Good boy. All right, I see nobody. Maybe it's just wind. Good boy. Is he gone? Yeah, he's gone. I think maybe it was a small deer. Good boy. Which mushroom coffee did you buy? I'll show it to you guys here in a bit. Can I saturate my body with vitamin B like we do for magnesium? Not really, because vitamin B is more of a water soluble. Your body uses whatever it needs and it flushes out the rest. The only one you have to be careful is the B12. There is no ratio to validate his claim of a 2-to-1 ratio of ascorbate to niacin. Not really, no. And the thing is, I think with the niacin, you have to actually play it smart because it's all about it prevents the methylation more than anything. Duke, come here. Good boy. You listened to me right away. It took us a while to get that word going, eh? Remember? It took us a while to learn it. Okay, I'm not gonna go in and make my coffee till Duke is a little bit dry, because he's gonna end up getting all my bed full of mud, which is he's done that this morning already once. How can you get rid of fungus in the body? The question is, why do you have fungus in the beginning? And how do you know you have fungus? Mold. You can do zeolite, you can do EDTA. The safe upper limit seems to be 6 grams, and he took his patients to 2 grams 3 times daily. Yeah, I've done up to 9,000 milligrams, so that's 9 grams daily. No, he just ignored it before. I don't know how he knew that. You gonna wait here for me till I make my mushroom coffee? Olive oregano? I use fresh oregano. I use dried oregano. I have lots in the land that I actually pick every year. And I'm trying to expand it because it is all wild. I don't know if you saw one of the videos. I was picking some from the land in the bottom. We have a lot of wild oregano that grows here, and I have lots of hawthorn. I would love to actually start freeze dry them and ship them out to you guys. I don't know if I should start doing that because I have 2 trees, 2 wild trees of hawthorn berries, and I have probably about like maybe a small section that grows oregano. So usually I take all the oregano, I give them to my mom. She dries them up, and she actually, each one of my brothers, we all get some that will last us almost a whole year. Pneuma and lungs is due to fungus, yes, and the only way you can get rid of it is using NAC, N-acetyl-L-cysteine, about 2,400 milligrams 3 times a day for 5 days on, 2 days off, 5 days on, 2 days off, till you actually get rid of it. I do have a lot of that information in my cheat book, ebook, if you want to download it, Lonesome, and definitely you can support my channel. So this is the plan, guys. For next year, I am gonna be building a small retreat. We're gonna start doing, once I have it all done, we're gonna do fishing, hiking, education, grass-fed meats, the whole thing. I'm gonna do the whole thing here. I know I even thought the closest airport is gonna be 6-hour drive. We'll make something happen. I think it'll be good. Right, Duke? Duke agrees. Just gonna let him sit. This is his favorite spot. That's why I just don't want to close. Do we get a certificate, Mario? Do you want to? I can probably. We've done one certificate here in Canada for one of the company for the ketogenic. I'm sure I can do one. Anything specific, we can maybe apply it and get specific hours. I just have to write all the information down. Yeah. Are we going to have med beds and 20K red light beds? That's not gonna happen off a grid. Off a grid, you're gonna be stepping on the ground, and that's how you're gonna be actually grounded. I think it'll be awesome, especially if you guys are into training and hiking and kayaking and working out and fishing, and all the food will be included. Right, Duke? There'll be a lot of grounding, and hopefully, yeah, there'll be few things I'll have to actually get started on. That's my plan. We can get some sockeye fish. Imagine getting some wild sockeye salmons. We'll go up to that mountain. Right on the top, there's a hidden lake. It takes roughly about 16 kilometers to get there. Probably about an hour drive. We need some ATVs. Thank you, V. Cheers. Hi, Maurice. How much L-theanine and magnesium per day? 58 years old, for severe anxiety and exhaustion. There's no side effects of L-theanine, Sherry. So you can take 200 to 600 milligrams per dose every like 4 hours, because that's half-life of it. Magnesium, I would probably take magnesium ionic chloride, probably about 200 milligrams every 4 hours as well. And I would take magnesium glycinate at night. But L-theanine is very, very important. Anywhere between 200 to 600 milligrams would be ideal. And it will actually fix your anxiety probably in like a day or two. I did write an ebook on it as well too. If you get enough magic internet money, you could get your own helicopter. If you get enough magic internet money, you could get your own helicopter. Where am I gonna get some magic internet money? That's interesting. And I can get my own helicopter. You know, a helicopter would be a lot of freaking money. How does that lower your blood pressure? How does what lower your blood pressure? Thank you, Maurice. Very much appreciated. You know what lowers you guys' blood pressure? Being here. This lowers your blood pressure, especially when you start doing a grounding. And trust me, when when you guys come by and Duke won't leave you alone, then your blood pressure will be in a happy level. I am Palestine. Oh, you're here. Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Duke, I'm gonna go inside, make some coffee, okay? Not coffee, mushroom tea. You stay here for me. You're absolutely right. Nothing like the woods and getting around. 100%. We all need it, guys. Seriously, even if you can take your shoes off and actually just touch the ground 10-15 minutes a day would be great. I have a chronic dizziness. Every test comes back normal. What are your thoughts? Started after the birth of my 5th child. Thinks is PP. The chronic dizziness is loss of mineralization in the body. It's mostly electrolytes. What keeps you balanced. And the only way you can actually replenish these electrolytes, you have to take the magnesium ionic with taurine to actually reboost your cellular levels. And that would work ASAP. Let's see if I can go in and Duke can stay here. I'm gonna go make some coffee. You wait. You're full of mud. The green tea is loaded with caffeine. 12 days no coffee, but the tea has a kick. It does have a slight kick, but it's not the same effect of caffeine as coffee. I've actually, today, John, to be honest with you, I've only had 1 cup today. Just 1 single shot today. Usually by this time I would have about 2 or 3. I've only had 1. I'm trying to cut it down. And that's why right now I'm just gonna have like a mushroom coffee shot, because it does have way less. I think very similar to green tea, if anything. Duke, can I go inside, make some coffee? You wait here for me. You're full of mud. Okay. Oh, you want to come in? Oh, what the hell. Go get the place full of mud. I don't care anymore. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll clean it after. Don't worry. He gives me that look. Is it okay? Yeah, it's okay. Hold on. Let me take my shoes off. I'm trying to take my shoes off. Wait. Here, I'm going to take my shoes off. You can stay here. I'm trying to kind of keep the place. I gotta figure a way out here, so it's not really every time we go in and out, because we don't have grass outside yet, and it just gets like really, really muddy. Especially when I did the flooring. I know I have these mats everywhere, but what can you do? Is your gut healed now? My gut has been healed for a long time. Yes, CPAP self-titration comes with the risk of otic barotrauma. Sleep apnea. Users be warned. Okay, I'm gonna go in and make some coffee. Okay. I'm in my socks. Where's your socks, Duke? Let me put my other shoes on. Hold on. Let me put my other shoes, my inside shoes on. Hold on. You want a pair? I can get you one. But you don't like to wear shoes. Okay, we're inside. We got our shoes on. Let's make some mushroom coffee. So this is a mushroom coffee I'm gonna be making. So it does have the 6 mushrooms in it. But this one here, compared to the latte one, it doesn't have MCT, and I like to add actually MCT with everything. So we're gonna have this. And I'm gonna actually put probably about a tablespoon of MCT oil in my blender. I don't like this MCT oil much. I'm waiting for the other one to come in. It hasn't came in. What helps with healing your gut? Digestive enzymes. And it's the food you're consuming. Oh, this is it. This is the one I'm taking, Jazz. The company name is What Do You Coffee Superfood. That's the company name. It's kind of weird. Oh, is it backward? No, you can't become dependent on digestive enzymes. How do we know if MCT oil is good or not? Make sure it's C8 and C10, and make sure it is organic. And the problem is, it's all yes, jump in the bed, yes, mud all over the place. Damn. His camera is not mirror mode. How do you do mirror mode? What do you mean mirror mode? Here, let's see. Mirror your video. Okay. What about now? Wow. It feels weird now. Why? Okay, can you read right now? Can you read the coffee bag? There you. Yeah, but it feels weird. I move this way, the camera moves that way. It's kind of weird. Wow. I'm not used to it. And YouTube, it doesn't allow me to do that. I'm gonna switch it back the other way. I'll start switching it every time I show you guys. Every time I show you guys a supplement or something. Let me heat up some water. Give me a second. Let me get some water for the mushroom coffee. I need to live like you. It's for me, this life. You're more than welcome to join me, Bridget. Guys, if you guys still live in the city, what you guys have to do is go sell your house, go buy yourself a small piece of land, and get a small travel trailer, and build a nice little tiny house, and that's all you need. Keep it simple. This way, less headaches, less issues, and life is awesome. And as you can see, this guy here is full of mud, but what can you do, right? Look at him. He's a sweet little boy. I can't say no to him, even though he's full of mud. His paws, his body, everything. Well, and what can I do? I can't say no to him. Everything is washable. Keep that in mind, guys. No matter how much dirt we have here and how much things we go through, at the end of the day, us as a human, sometimes we get frustrated, and if we have kids, we yell and we tell them don't do this and don't do that. But keep in mind, guys, everything is fixable. Everything is cleanable. Even though it takes time, but it is what it is, right? You picked that life for a reason. So we can't say no to it, and we can't really get pissed off. And sometimes we get pissed off on little things. At the end of the day, it's you. Now he knows I'm talking about him. So he's trying to be, he's trying to have too much fun. Duke, stay, please, and don't. I know what you're trying to do. So don't. We talked about this. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're giving me that smile. Hey. We don't play inside the house. He wants to play inside the house. He wants to jump on the bed and pull all apart. No wasted energy. Okay, wait, let me finish my coffee. We'll go outside. Yeah, seriously, like sometimes we take so many things and we just get really pissed off about it, and I think there's no point of doing that. It is true, like you're saying, it is a waste of energy that sometimes we do, and for what, people get pissed off, they get angry at each other, and there's nothing being fixed at the end of the day, right? Duke, don't play with my shoes, please. I know it's full of mud, whatever, but whatever, it's all good. I have to make like a small closet so I can actually put my shoes in it so he doesn't pull them, because sometimes they're full of mud and he likes to actually play with them back and forth. Thank you. I will try that. Yeah, try it out in regards to the electrolytes is the most important thing, and it does actually work really good. Thanks so much for ripping the screen door, Duke. Go. He wants to go outside. I haven't taught him how to open the door yet, so he keeps pushing on my screen door. Go. Go. How many square feet is your house? It's a tiny house. The tiny house is about 20 by 12, so about 220 square feet. The tiny house, and you got another 100 and some square feet for the trailer. So roughly altogether about 320 square feet, give or take. So it is very small. I have a house in a city that my parents are living in, and it's almost about 900,000 square feet. I really don't want to go there anymore. So I like staying here. Hey Jazz, see you later. So I like it here. I don't think we need bigger room than that. And I think, I wish I would have done this years and years ago, because, an average person, what they need more than having, like, we spend most of our time outside more than being indoors. Like, we only use indoors to actually probably eat and sleep. The rest of the time we're technically outdoors. Like, even thought, 90% of us, we do work 8 hours to 12 hours a day. You're not home, you're at work most of that time, right? So why have this massive house for nothing? And I think it's almost a waste of money. We work so hard, we actually spend all our money on mortgages and bills and all that stuff. At the end of the day, we never really got a chance to enjoy life. So I think if you live in a small location, it's all paid off, then all that money you can actually take and actually invest it in toys that you like, such as, having a boat, having an ATV, maybe having certain things you enjoy, possibly have your own gym if you want. And that's what real life is, instead of actually being forced to buy a big house. And I know in Canada and US and places like that, we're forced to buy these houses because we have to follow the law. And the law, tells you, okay, the smallest house is only like 900 square feet, but yet 900 square feet is taking you almost 30 years to pay it off, which is ridiculous. We hang a bell from a string and taught our dogs to ring it and sit and wait till we open a door. I did that, Brenda, in the city here. He kind of got used to going in and out all the time. Since we got here, I haven't really taught him, and I should actually. So now he just kind of he does. So in the city, what he did is what he's doing with his paws is he's hitting the door so I can come and open for him. I have like a little bell there. Here, so he's doing the same thing, but he does it on the screen door, and of course the screen door kind of gets ripped and damaged from his claws. So, and I haven't had a chance to teach it to him here yet. It's almost because we're always between here and the city. But now, if we're gonna be here full time, I have to actually teach him how to open it properly, or else it's gonna be an issue. I forgot to put the coffee. I was gonna blend without making the coffee. Put in the mushroom. There you go, 1 teaspoon. Let me blend it up. How do I detox from nuclear contrast? You can use zeolite. You can use charcoal. Duke! So yeah, zeolite works good, activated charcoal, but it is gonna take sometimes up to a month. There is a faster way of doing it. You can use EDTA, but it becomes very dangerous if you don't know how to use it. You can use NAC, and acetyl-L-cysteine as well. That actually detoxifies your liver quite good from all the heavy metals. So there is few options to do. It's just it depends who's gonna monitor you and how you're gonna address it correctly, and it depends how much of a nuclear contrast they actually put in your body. But these are some of the choices you can definitely do. The problem is, when I say somebody has to kind of be watching and just making sure, especially if you have mercury in your body, or amalgam as well, because they release some mercury. So that becomes like a level 1 detox. Then you need a level 2 detox. Technically, before you do any type of detox, you got to make sure you're kidney filtration is good, because like a liver detox is considered being a level 1, and level 2 is mostly your kidneys. So anything you do as a detox will have from the liver and your body and your blood cells, for example, goes to your liver, from your liver then it goes to your kidney. If you have a weak kidneys, then you're going to cause yourself some issues. So the kidneys are very, very important to be looked after correctly. They don't. Based on the certificate of analysis, they should not contain any heavy metals. And if they do, they're going to be in a trace amounts. But you'll have to check on that concentrate mineral. I don't take the concentrate minerals. I haven't really checked that one. I take the one by Aussie Trace Minerals, and it doesn't have any. But they shouldn't have any at all, any heavy metals. What is the best thing to take daily for kidneys? So kidneys, what affects kidneys is mostly a lot of oxalates, right? So anything that has citrus in it, like lemons, apple cider vinegar, anything with a citrate coming from, let's say, from apples, anything like that, all that stuff will actually break and continue making your filtration clear. Now, as a lot of bodybuilders, we tend to consume a lot of whey protein, and a lot of whey protein, because of this process, it puts a lot of stress on the kidneys. So doing dandelion on a daily basis, having 1 cup, doing Chenka Piedra, all that stuff would actually help. What time of the day should I take L-arginine and citrulline? Why? Why you want to take L-arginine and citrulline? For nitric oxide? If you're not taking vitamin C and alpha lipoic acid, you're not going to activate your nitric oxide correctly. So it is best to actually, it's not whether what time through the day to take them. It is mostly done at least twice a day if you're going to take them pollen. You're going to be taking at least probably like 6,000 milligrams of citrulline twice a day, and probably about 3,000 milligrams of L-arginine twice a day. Oh yeah, nettle works really good for kidneys as well too. If you can get it as you can get them as tea bags, or you can get it fresh dried herbs. All that stuff works amazing as well. So a lot of this stuff works. Anything high in sulfur is really good for the kidneys, like garlic, onions, taurine. All that stuff is very high in sulfur. With vitamin C, yeah, as long as you're taking at least 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C pollen, you should be good. What about cleavers? What do you mean by cleavers? Best supplement for anxiety? L-theanine. Haven't heard of that one, cleaver. I'll have to look into it, Darlene. Pollen, thanks so much for the gift. Thank you. How to eat garlic, fresh or pickled? Both. They're both good. They both maintain the levels of allicin. Just make sure when you're doing garlic, guys, and Cindy, don't take no more than 3 cloves a day, because it does kill brain cells. Keep in mind, guys, a lot of the greens, a lot of the herbs, all that stuff, they should be used as for medicinal purposes, not to actually consume in large quantities, because they do have an adverse effect on the body. Ashwagandha works good. Not bad. You just have to cycle it, or else it can cause adrenal fatigue. Probably like 45 days on, 5 days off as well, because it puts a lot of stress on your adrenals. Here, let's test out the new table I made. I made this little table. I made it from like cedar. I love it. This is what I've been sitting here. I put my computer here and I actually do my work right by the window. It's my favorite spot now. Thank you for doing a midday chat. The evening ones, I'm in bed already. No worries. I'm trying to find like the best timing that I can get. Yeah, thank you for the table. I'm trying to find the best timing so I can get everybody from both sides, because sometimes I get people in the evening, sometimes I get because of an international. So I'm trying to kind of hit both, and I really don't want to do two chats. So you know, having the one chat, because I finally fixed the kayak yesterday. I put that big hole. I actually covered it with a spray foam, but it rained, and I'm gonna cut the spray foam right now and actually apply that specific glue. And hopefully there's no water goes in. If there's no water goes in, then I really want to take it out to the lake tomorrow and actually test it out. I just gotta make sure I have my my life jacket and my fishing rod and my oars and stuff, and I'll definitely take it out. And I'm gonna go fishing and hopefully we can catch some. But I need to fix the trailer. I just noticed this morning when I was walking by the trailer that there's a freaking flat tire on one of the wheels. So that kind of disappoints me. So I hope it's not like punctured or anything like that. I'll check it. If everything looks good, I'm just gonna hook it up on my truck and take the kayak for a nice little fishing. And hopefully it's not too smoky on the lake so I can do some videos for you guys. Too bad there's no internet connection there. Would be nice. We'll do like a live on the water, but I'm just gonna I'll do a couple videos and kind of share it with you guys, and maybe if we catch a fish would be good. Do troll with the kayak? Oh, 100%. I don't have a motor for it. I'm not allowed a lot of these lakes here because they're natural lakes. They don't allow motors, but I do have an electric motor that my brother used to have. I'll see if he still have it, but I'll just be using the what do you call them? The oars, whatever. So I have that. So it'll be a good exercise for my back, because you know my back has been hurting lots. So it'll be good. I just gotta make sure the seat is good, everything else is good, then we'll be good to go. Maybe tomorrow or possibly Thursday, the latest. I definitely want to enjoy it, because usually month of August is not bad. I usually like to go fishing early April, May, and sometimes September. That's when the water gets a little bit cooler. As long as it doesn't rain. I just don't like getting wet while I'm on kayak. It kind of sucks. Evening, Maurice and all. Hey, D, how are you? What's good for hip pain? Not me. Hip pain, usually it's a bone density issue. The pain in the joints happens because the person is starting to lose like phosphorus, starting to lose magnesium, starting to lose boron. So all these actually cause the issue with the hip bone to start hurting, and that's why sometimes we end up getting fractures. So what the average person does, you know, they end up taking calcium, which is actually, it causes more of an issue. And whenever it's bone and bone, that means the collagen in between, all that stuff has been kind of, how can I say this? It's like depleted. Is because of lack of eating meat, lack of eating collagen. But keep in mind now, if you take collagen, you're trying to fix that. Collagen is going to take almost about 7 years to build properly in your body, and you need like type 1 and type 3. So you cannot just take, you know, collagen one day, say, hey, you know, I've been taking collagen, why hasn't it helped? Well, it's not going to help right away. The only fastest way it is going to help, only if you're doing like, say, peptides. And we're talking like, say, you know, you're doing peptides like BPC 157, TB 500, certain things like that. And that's going to actually increase the healing process of the collagen. And of course, there's other things you can definitely do. I can't really talk about it here, but that would be like the one option. But collagen, you know, once it's joint on joint or bone on bone rubbing, whether it's knees, hips, elbows, it's not going to heal right away. And there's no magic cure for it. Sometimes it's wear and tear from over abusing it over the years, and sometimes lack of nutrients. And the question is, you know, what do we lose? We're losing loss. Silica is okay. Silica works only if you have proper collagen and proper vitamin C amount in your body to actually produce it. But without phosphorus, neither of them would actually work. So phosphorus is very important. And the only way you can get phosphorus is from like trace minerals, or you can get it from doing a lot of bone broth. I would never do a hip replacement. Are you crazy? Never do a hip replacement unless it comes to a point where it's becomes like worse. Like first you have to check your bone density. Your bone density will tell you whether you require one or not. But even with the bone density, let's say being low, you can actually rebuild it. It took years to develop that disease in the bones. It's gonna take years to actually fix it. So don't take the shortcut and go do an operation on a hip replacement, because what's gonna end up happening is it might not become successful and you might be ruined for the rest of your life. Well, phosphorus, the only way you can get proper phosphorus, there's two ways of getting it. Either doing your own bone broth. John was mentioning, you drinking coconut water. If you can get fresh coconut water, we don't here in Canada, unfortunately, everything is packaged, so it's not good. Or there's a product on iHerb. It goes by the name of bone meal. So bone meal is actually derived from the cow joints and stuff. It's actually calcium and phosphorus. And that's actually, keep in mind, the combination of calcium and phosphorus is going to actually create, what's the name called? I can't remember the name, hypoapatite something. It's actually used for teeth and stuff. Will create that to actually make your bone strong. But if you take too much of it, it can cause further calcification in the arteries. So you have to kind of have the proper balance for it. So you can use bone meal about 1/8 of a teaspoon with your food. Yeah, anybody that does any surgery out there, 90% of the surgeries, most of the people will actually regret doing it, because in their mind, they think that it's going to fix the issue 100%, actually makes the issue even worse. Seriously, guys. So it's not ideal. It's not good. Don't jump into conclusions. You have to do it just because the doctor fucking tells you to, because a lot of these doctors are just after money. They fill up their pocket. They're happy. They take a nice vacation. They don't care about you. If you're sicker, guess what? You're coming back the week after. You're coming back a year after, 6 months after. So you become more of a monthly payment for them, a monthly system payment for them, which is awesome. That's how they make their money. How can I balance my hormones? Well, first of all, you have to do like some blood work to see what's off in your hormones. Is it your thyroid? Is it your adrenals? Is it your estrogen, estradiol, testosterone, progesterone? There's so many different things. It's not so much about asking me, well, hey, how can I balance my hormones? See what's off in your hormones. See what's kind of conflicting. Is it the food? Is it the lifestyle that you're consuming? Is it the stuff you're adding to your diet that is actually man-made? There's a lot of things to be looking at, Luna. So it's not just a one thing fix all. There's no such thing as one thing fix all. It's like, you're telling me, hey, I'm going to take multivitamin and it's going to fix my overall full problem, which is bullshit. It's like people telling me, hey, I'm going to take Chilajit because it increases my testosterone. That's another bullshit. There's no such thing out there. There's a lot of influencers out there and a lot of people out there. They're just pushing stuff to sell you and make money. Torn rotator cuff, the only way you can actually fix that is by doing peptides. Look into peptides. That's the only way you can fix it. That's why hospitals are building more Cerlis. 100%. 100%. They make you sick, they get rich. They get rich, they're happy. And that's all it is. It's been going on for thousands of years, and it's going to continue on the growth. I forgot to take my creatine this morning. Let's go take some creatine. I need some creatine. Is Tangali legit? It's okay. It's okay. It boosted up like a small percentage. It's not bad, for testosterone boosting. But so much, have you ever tested your testosterone, first of all? Are you like in the upper 600, 700, 200, 800? Like, where are you at? Or are you just kind of assuming you have low testosterone? Like, have you actually done testing? If you haven't done testing, You're just taking things blindly. A lot of us out there, a lot of you guys out there, are wasting so much money left and right that you might take something and you might feel a difference. Okay, fine, you feel a difference, but are you really deficient? You might not be deficient. See, you're assuming, but you didn't actually do a test. I'm 737, Nari age, so perfect, 737, you're over 700. 700, 800, I think that's an ideal number for a base testosterone. You don't want higher than that. Higher than that, then you're gonna have too much estrogen, too much progesterone, a lot of issues. I assume the line is high. I hope so, Robert. I'm trying to find my water. I can't do that stuff. Freaking creatine is dry. I'll drink or eat something in the AM and my stomach looks bloated right away. Is it fixable? 100% is fixable. Your pancreas is lacking enzymes. Have you guys ever seen anybody chewing creatine? Like I'm chewing creatine right now, trying to swallow it. Pretty freaking dry. Let's take some taurine as well. I need some taurine. So good. I was wondering if I could take both at the same time. Yeah, you could, 100%, 100%, because they both should be taken with no food. Well, creatine it doesn't matter, but especially your taurine should be with no food at all, because it does actually conflict with other amino acids. What is that secret to drink? I took creatine and I took taurine. The only thing I haven't taken right now is my magnesium. Usually I don't take magnesium when I drink anything as a stimulant like coffee or mushroom coffee, just because I don't want to actually deplete it. So I usually wait a bit. And I want to make another chocolate mousse today, because yesterday was actually really good. I just had a shot of whiskey. Hey, whiskey, nothing wrong with whiskey, as long as a single malt would be great. If it's not single malt, then I would tell you it's garbage. Seriously. If it's not single malt, don't touch that stuff. Single malt is still good. Keep in mind, single malt will actually increase your HDL levels, which is great. What is taurine good for? Taurine is what actually preserves all your electrolytes at your cellular level, especially for your heart. It is excellent to have. Let's go check on Duke. He ripped my screen door again. I gotta fix it. This kid here. Hold on a second, guys. Give me a sec. Happy to know about taurine. How much taurine should we take at daily basis? About 3,000 milligrams, about 3 times a day. That's how much you need. Can you get a metal screen door? He will still rip through it. I was gonna actually get one, either the metal screen door, or I was thinking of actually getting the one that it's magnetic. But I'm trying to teach him not to go through. He doesn't go through. So what he does, he actually, because when I am in the city, when he wants to go outside, he actually hits the door with his paws. It's like he scratches. So that means like open the door for me. And he's doing the same thing with the screen door. And I'm trying to kind of tell him not to do it in the center. Do it a little bit on the side so he hits the wood frame. But he doesn't hit the wood frame. Who's there, Duke? He's barking on Karen. I think maybe Karen is right there, maybe. He doesn't like her. So I haven't decided what to get, and I went to buy one of these magnetic screen doors. They're not cheap. Like, it's funny. Last year I bought one from a dollar store for like $2. This year I went to buy one, and they want to charge $35 for it. It's insane. I'm like, from $2 to $35. What with the massive jump in price? What is creatine good for? How much? Creatine is actually, so think of your creatine as the powerhouse to boost up your mitochondria. When you have a malfunctioning mitochondria, that's when diseases start to occur. Why do you think when you have like a young generation, young people, they eat whatever, they do whatever, they party, they do everything, yet they come home, they sleep, they wake up in the morning, they go to work? That's how we used to act back in the days when we were young. When we had a certain age in life, we start to actually slow down. We start to slow down. It's not because we overdid it when we were young, because we're actually depleting our mitochondria level. So mitochondria is very, very powerful, and it's what keeps you alive. So the more energy you preserve for that mitochondria, the more you can perform things, the better you can digest food, the more energy you have, the better sleep you have, the faster you can heal your body, the faster you can actually put on muscle mass, the faster you can actually have weight loss. There's so many benefits. Your mitochondria is what controls your body. So that's why you guys see, I still take creatine right now. It's not so much that creatine is good for only gaining muscle and bodybuilding, that is actually popular for a lot of people that train, as actually has everything to do with your mitochondria. Now there is, ubiquinol Q10, there's PQQ, there's other things that actually boost up your mitochondria. But the backbone of your mitochondria is creatine and D-ribose. They're the first two molecules that will come to mind, or they'll come to aid and actually boost your mitochondria. Now, yes, don't get me wrong, you do get enough creatine when you eat salmon and when you eat steaks and all that stuff. But whatever age, whether you're 30 or whether you're 60s, 70s, 80s, mitochondria, your creatine and D-ribose should always be included. Now, you don't have to take D-ribose too much. For a healthy person, 5 grams a day is plenty enough. For an unhealthy person, taking 2.5 grams probably multiple times throughout the day would be great to kind of constantly boost up that mitochondria. Keep in mind, when you do HIIT training and when you do D-ribose, there's a possibility you can reverse a disease, because now you're tapping at the cellular level, at the satellite of the cellular levels. So instead of actually recycling old cells, now you're actually regenerating brand new cells. So that stuff works good. I am out of D-ribose. I was trying to get at least 10 people to join so we can buy directly from the manufacturer, because I can buy it directly from the manufacturer, but they will only ship me 10 kilograms at a time. So far I have I think 7 people signed up. I still need 3 more people. I think once we hit 10 people, then I can order 10 kilograms, and I can probably split it between 10 people. How much creatine daily? There's no limit. I've taken as high as 60 grams for 6 months to see what happens, Skipman. But, 3 grams per dose, maybe twice a day or 3 times a day, you might need it. That's all. Sometimes once a day is plenty enough. It depends on your energy, depends on your performance, depends on your levels. So all depends. But yeah, 3 grams per dose. For sure, take it after training. See, they usually sell like 1,000, which is 1 kilogram. It usually goes for about almost like 150 to $100 a kilogram. My wholesale cost, I think, is gonna be like below 100. I think. What is the price for the bulk D-ribose? I have to get it directly from the manufacturer. But like I said, I think it's like it's gonna be below like 100. I have to double check because of the exchange rate and stuff. I heard the creatine depletes water from other organs. No, it doesn't, John. Only depletes water. People, for some reason, think, or a lot of individuals think when you take creatine, you have to drink a load of water. It's not the water that you need. You have to actually be mineralized correctly. And the only reason creatine started to deplete water from other organs because we're not actually mineralizing our body correctly. So instead of drinking water, drink a cup of water with trace minerals so you can actually preserve the electrolytes and preserve the minerals. I've seen a lot of people, they say every time I take 5 grams of creatine, I have to drink like almost 2-3 liters of water. I don't. I still drink my average 4 or 5 cups a day of water or 6 cups a day of water. I don't get thirsty at all. And the only reason we get thirsty and when we need to drink more water because we're drinking plain water with no minerals in it. And that end up causing an issue. Clogged ears, pressure in head, that's oxalates. Oxalates causing these crystals to actually throw the pressure in the head off. Count me in, Maurice. Perfect. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. So far we have, I think I need about 2 people. Sandra, perfect. You guys send me an email so I can add you to my list. Because I have just, and what I'll do is I'll reach out to everyone to confirm. I think we're coming close to about 10 people. If we hit 10 people, I'll go ahead and order it and we can actually split it out. I have a hard time drinking water without the Aussie. Dry throat and taste. Yeah, see? Because we're not supposed to. We're not supposed to drink water at all with no minerals. Even if you put two drops of minerals in it, John, it's plenty enough to actually have that water mineralized correctly. Never drink water, plain water, or never drink water from plastic either. I will book a meeting next week. Just arrived in Florida. Oh, perfect. How's the weather in Florida? It's been nice for you guys? Here it's been, yeah, the fire is kind of killing us. It's if it stays like that, I might have to head to the city for at least a week because either way I was gonna go, but maybe I'll go a little bit earlier. So yeah, this way I can come back and enjoy the rest of the August here. Because seriously, I waited for the summer. John, you're in perfect. Because I waited for the summer to actually enjoy it, and we end up getting 2 weeks of nice and heat, and after that it's just fires. So it hasn't been that great. Too hot. Okay, guys, I got like 10 minutes because I'm booked in meetings from 1 all the way till 6 p.m. So in LA, so I drink bottled water. Can you get away from bottled water at all? Like, can you filter your tap water and drink it? Would be probably healthier than drinking plastic, John. Because the plastic, keep in mind, it mimics estrogen levels. If you can do that, I'm here for my 91-year-old mom. Oh wow, that's awesome. Well, hey, happy birthday, and wish you all the best, you and your mom. That's awesome. What are the best minerals to put in tap water? Well, if you go to my website, the one I take is Aussie Trace Minerals. All you gotta do is just put a couple of drops after you filter the water. You should be good enough. This way you can mineralize your water correctly. You get about 70 plus minerals. You get your magnesium, your electrolytes, pretty much everything you need that the body requires. I even give some to Duke. Every time I say his name, he looks at me. Thanks. Have a good day. Karen, you too. Cheers. Take care. But yeah, guys, mineralization is very, very important. It's also very important for our teeth, for our animal. All that stuff we're missing is in our body. Should we be using copper cups? You could. I do use it. I do use it. Keep in mind, every 1 liter of copper of water drinking from copper cup is equivalent to about 2 milligrams of copper. We still need some copper. Thoughts on goat kefir? If you can get your hands on goat kefir, that would be incredible. It has probably one of the best form of bacteria compared to cow. Here in Canada, in the city, I can get it, but it's very expensive. Every 500 ml, they charge almost about $11. So that's why I was making my own goat kefir. If you can do that, that'd be awesome, John. And it's very rich in trace minerals. You can actually live off that stuff, seriously. Should we take NAC with other supplements? You could, 100%. Is it good to run tap water through a Brita? You could do that, 100%. You can filter it. Once it's filtered, then you can put a couple of drops of trace minerals. As long as, you know, the filtration does actually take out any excess heavy metals and chlorine and other chemicals they put in the water. Can I give my mom that? Yeah, 100% you could, Marie. 100% you could. Yeah. So think of goat kefir as almost like coconut water, but 10 times stronger, and it does come with good amino acids, good protein product, because it is a full, it's considered a full meal. It's considered, what do you call it? A complete protein. What type of water filter system do you use? I use Berkeley. It's been discontinued, but that's what I've been using. Now, keep in mind here, guys, living in the area I'm in, I drink directly from the spring water. I don't filter it all the time. I only filter it for rocks and stuff. Now, in the city, I use two different filtration. I use the I use the Berkeley, but I have another one. I can remember now, Sentiva. It has a 5-level system that the tap water goes through it and it gets filtered. Then I actually add trace minerals to it. I did try the distilled water for a bit, but distilled water, because it captures organic and non-organic material in our body, actually it causes irregular heartbeat. So you have to kind of be careful a bit for that. Duke. Okay, guys, I do have to get going. I'll definitely come back tomorrow. We'll continue our chat. And for you guys that wanted to kind of go half with me in regards to the deer ribos, send me an email if you get a chance. Marie and Sandra and John. I think, John, I got yours already. And what I'll do is I'll see how many people I have in total. And I'll find out the full cost with shipping and get you guys the correct pricing. Do you ever add baking soda to your water? I take baking soda on its own. I don't add it with water. The only reason I take baking soda, this is the last question I'll answer, guys. So keep in mind, baking soda increases pH level in your small intestine. The higher the pH level you have, the more your body can absorb nutrients from the food you eat and the supplements you take. I hope that helps. And some people use it as a pre-workout. Does that answer your question? I hope so. In the meantime, you guys take care. Have a nice evening. And definitely we'll touch base probably by tomorrow. I'll go ahead and post a video that I did today for you guys on TikTok shortly. So definitely check it out. It's going to be quite interesting. And I'll actually post it on YouTube as well. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening. Cheers.